the Herald Standard presents the Game of the Week. Tonight, we're on the campus of Slippery Rock University for the first round PIAA Championship. The Monessen Greyhounds have come here to challenge the Farrel Steelers for the right to move on to the next round. But enough talk, let's tip off. Monessen began with this impressive steal by Lavelle Rush and set up the game's first score by Dwight Moore. Then Alan Duncan did it all by himself. It's 4-0, the Greyhounds. Manus Norman ties it up for Farrel before the middle of the first. And by the end of the quarter, it's 12-7, the Steelers. But Moore would solve that problem with this foul shot. It's tied again. It's a real dogfight out on the hardwood. Somebody score already. 3 points by Lavelle Rush. Jaden Altimore sends it to the locker room. Greyhounds up 21-18. Farrel takes the lead in the third, but this steal by Moore leads to the tying score. And Moore does it again. Monessen is up by 2. What a game. But the Steelers take the lead once again. And it's a lead that would hold. And time runs out on Monessen. The final score is 37-44, Farrel.
Hi, I'm here at Slippery Rock University with Monessen coach Joe Salvino after a 44-37 first-round defeat to Farrel in a game that suddenly ends your season. I know, Joe, going in there with such big expectations, you were mainly getting ready in a regular season for a big playoff run, and it's got to be a sudden stop for you. I mean, what's it feel like to have it end so quickly?
Well, anytime you lose a game, it doesn't feel good. When it's the final game, it feels even worse. I kind of feel bad for the seniors that, like Lavelle Rush, who's given me 4 years of hard work and a lot of effort on his part. Dwight Moore, who's come to Monessen 2 years ago and was a welcome sight. So those Alan Duncan, who's been coming off the bench, but he was a starter today because one of my starters was not feeling well. But you miss those kind of people because you know what I've put them through, and they adapted to the system and worked very hard to get to where we got today. One game, I don't think one game ever makes or breaks a season. I think that you have to look at the whole year. You don't go and say, well, okay, you lost in the semifinals of the WPIAL and you lost in the first round of the states, and all of a sudden you're a bad team. I just think that you have to look at the whole season, some of the strides that we did make, playing against some good Quad A schools and competed against them, and it ended, but it ended.
Let me ask this: how's Farrel compared to other teams you've played this year?
Farrel's good. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They have a nice team, nice disciplined team. It's good to play teams like that. I give them all the credit, and I wish them all the luck. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think that they have a good team, and today they was better than us. And
as we were saying before, both teams were surprisingly packed in the zone, and it really slowed down the pace of the game for both teams.
It did. Again, like I said, when you see somebody and they're playing Kennedy Catholic and they're getting up and down the floor, you expect that that's what they're going to try to do. And I'm sure a lot of people thought this was going to be a track meet. But I saw them, and I thought like they thought our perimeter shooting wasn't all that great. And tonight proved them right.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
No problem.